Reconnecting. Problem connecting. Just a minute, please. I'm going to pause this for a while. Okay, back. Let's see if it connects. Problem connecting to the internet. Okay, now it's connected. Sorry about this. So recently I was upset with God not. I wasn't abusing God or anything. Just very upset, deeply hurt that people suffering, myself, and of course we get insanity comes, and these kind of things. These Muslims taking it personally about their Allah. I wasn't angry at their Allah. I was angry at the God who cares if there is for humanity, because I'm an ex-Muslim. I don't know why these formidable faith type Muslims take it so personally that it hurts. He said figuratively, it's cut him deep inside that I've said. I was on my case here, and so he thought that I'm angry at his Allah. When I was angry at generally the God, if there is a God, I could get angry at the Hindu God, Narayan. I could have gotten angry at some other God, cosmic divinity. These Muslims, they think they have the right, only their God, ego. You see, their ego gets hurt. We don't have any freedom to say against, it's not against their God. I didn't say I got angry at Allah, right? And they twist and turn my words. I don't know who they are. Even Sunnis in Pakistan, my friends, have not been like this with me about the religion. Like when I was talking to Anila, my friend, she wasn't like this with me. We were discussing sometimes in this doubt and all, getting, I was saying things to her. I don't know who they are, whether they're acting like Sunnis, giving a bad name to Sunnis. Again, so Sunnis don't do this kind of a thing. I've said a lot of things against God in Karachi to my aunt, and my father has also said that God is busy. Uh, there seems to be a long line. He doesn't listen to our prayers. These things we have said, there's nothing wrong with this. Don't know who these people here who come here giving a bad name to Sunnis, Sunni Muslims, because I've said that Sunnis are better than Shias, especially in the intellectual, academic. Shias also can be very sharp and angry and upset with us when we question them. The religious scholars, I heard. My cousin was saying something like they do get angry, like we could see the tone in their, getting upset. But you can't, you shouldn't be like Formidable Faith saying that because you dismissed these ayahs, you mocked them, and your tone was like, I was like, no, I don't have to look at these good ayats. What the ayats you show, that's not that here. In this case, I wasn't mocking the ayats because I didn't even read the ayats. I was like, these must be good ayats from the Quran. Now, if I even laugh like this or chuckle, it doesn't mean I was mocking. Some of I don't know, better refrain, because now in Pakistan, okay, against Shias and God knows what. Look at the, so you see, the Quran doesn't say that uh, Jonah who Jonah got angry at. Seems, it doesn't seem like, but it seems that he had some repressed anger against God, even, right? that he doesn't show. So on Jonah, Yunus, the ayats here, where is it? So he left his people, or and mentioned Job when he called to his Lord, and indeed adversity has touched me. This is, of course, Ayub, but you are the most merciful of the merciful, meaning, please show me now mercy, your mercy, adversity. So they're hiding behind, then why would they complain to God? Wait for God to have mercy on you when adversity has touched you. Where's that? Oh, it's after this. All were patient. So all these were patient. They didn't pray to God. They weren't distressed. In distress, they were patient. Patient means what? Having faith in God even when you're distressed and praying to Him to send the mercy, take them out of distress. That's patience in this religion. And mention the man of the fish when he went off in anger. Now they assume that, and taking the Bible verse also, but in the Bible there is something, there is that, that, what do you call it, in the Psalms or somewhere, that Jonah was actually angry at God, right? Now here the verses on Jonah, the story of Jonah, uh, Yunus is scattered, so in different surahs. And now just mention the man of the fish when he went off in anger. So if you say that at the disbelief of his people, when God had told him to keep, to bring his people to believe in him, how to put it? So God had told him this, right? And thought that we would not decree upon him. Now, he even thought that Allah would not decree upon him. So actually, he has thwarted the decree of Allah, gotten angry, so angry at the people, and we can't even tell what the real story details are not given. So I have to explain it in my own words now. This is the problem, right? Whatever, and we would not decree upon him. What does that mean? And he called out within the darknesses, there is no deity except you. Exalted are you. Indeed, I have been of the wrongdoers. Now he realizes that. But he does get angry, and that in his anger towards whoever, he actually indirectly thwarts the decree. He doesn't think that God would send whatever decree upon him, upon Yunus. One could, my psychologist was saying that the anger, and we should have we should have our personal relationship with any God, the God that I may believe or may not believe in or question. Where are you, right? These Muslims have no right to come here and tell us that you have hurt me deeply and all this. Even Shias like this. Kufr, kufr, don't question them. This, that, don't complain. Like we have the right to complain to God. Where are you? Why aren't you helping? This upset, this anger is not abusing him. I wasn't abusing God, and I wasn't even after this God, because this God is able to, when these people, you see, they don't look, they accept this God who is able, okay, to bring the wrath on people from above and below them, and also make them taste the violence and evil of others. So this Allah is able, meaning now taking the meaning, making you to chase this violence of one another without protecting you. and also to confuse you into sex. He's able. For what? So they don't question this, right? And oh, you've hurt me deeply because your Allah is different. It doesn't have to be the true God, the creator, or the one like Shiva or someone. In that Indian movie, Amitabh Bachchan goes to the Shiva temple and complains to Shiva. At least in the Hindus we have this. Sorry, I've got to put my mic on so that it cancels. Just a minute, I'm going to mute myself and even. Yeah, so I think that maybe some Shias have come in an indirect manner here. So I'm not going to give them what they want. I'm going to just show from the Quran ayahs, right? What, oh God, some Saklan Haider and their, I think this is Punjabi Shias. I see Punjabi but aggressive होते हैं. They're aggressive people, it seems. And your cleverness, drop your cleverness. You understand? Shias, cunning ones, sharp shrewd like Saklan Haider Tamur. So I haven't seen, Sunnis are very mild people. I don't know how they've become, maybe they're Shias are just, Shias have a sharp intellect, satanic. Alva Shias. Good evening, sister. Good evening, Nayan Singh. Thank you. Welcome here. Don't know if you've been here before or what, but welcome. So, not that I should be worried about this because these Shias also, the way they come here, right? They want to, in Shia Islam, 12 Shia Islam, there's death penalty for apostasy, there's blasphemy, punishments, draconian punishments, no freedom of right, no freedom of religion. We can't have a personal God who we can fight with, get angry at, oh, in this Bible, since you should believe in the Bible also, you Muslims, and now I really am sick and tired of your personal egoistic ways. Even Shias coming here, very sharp, shrewd, cunning, and very cruel, hard hearted, cold blooded, hard, stone hearted Shias coming here. And if now you're showing whatever that you are cold, only crying for Imam Hussein, you don't care about any other being hurt or being sick, unwell, barbaric people. But you are very satanically intellectual. Who do you think you are? I have my right to get angry at my God, not this Allah. This Allah is not my Allah, right? This is not my Allah. This is a fake Allah, false Allah. So keep your personal nonsense. Go. I'm a man of my own self. What is this? Formidable faith saying. I'm a man of. So let the other person be of their own self, right? Let the other person be of their own self. I can do what I like, say what I like, interpret the Quran ayats that I like, the way I like. That is what he meant. And give my own views about the Quran ayats. This is what the nonsense is from these people. So these Muslims, at least we thank God that I could leave this religion, get angry, and be truthful, honest about it. I think there's some repressed anger. That's why Jonah repressed anger against God, because God had told him to go. Bible verses I have to see that to get the proper story in sequence. So from the Bible, God sent Jonah. God sent Jonah to Nineveh. And the word Jonah 3 1 to 10 verses. Right? So I have to look at the Bible to get the proper sequence story. Otherwise, in the Quran, it's like scattered and it's confusing. And the word of the Lord came unto Jonah the second time, saying, second time, go unto Nineveh, the great city, arose and went into. First time, what happened? So I have to look at this now. So reading from the Bible, he was sent, God sent him to these people, right? So here, back to this. He went off in anger and thought that we would not decree upon him. Now, what is this? Allah is not clear, like what decree what, or would not restrict him in the belly of the fish. So God has sent him to his, telling him in his town or what in his city to tell his people to believe in God, submit to this one God. And he got so angry they weren't submitting. No, actually, it's like No would say in Surah. What is it? So the story is not like this. So I have to take the help of other verses here. Sorry. Indeed, we sent Nuh to his people, warn your people before there comes to them a painful punishment. Right? So this is how God, I think, must have sent or asked Yunus to warn his people. He said, "O my people, indeed I am a clear warner to worship Allah, fear Him, and obey me." But this kind of detail I haven't seen in about Yunus, or for Yunus, yeah, like the way it is for Nuh here written. And obey me, worship Allah, fear Allah, or be mindful of Allah. What is it? No, be mindful of Allah and obey me. So they weren't doing this, his people. And he got really angry, or what? He got angry. Such was his anger that he went off. He left his people, the one that Allah had told him to warn, to believe, worship Allah, and things like that, right? And he also thwarted the decree upon him by Allah. Such was his anger. You see? So it seems that his anger for his people was such that maybe there was some repressed anger against God too. You see? But if you can't see it, what can I do? So, but they don't say it. And then they blame other people. Now, so he was a wrongdoer also. He did wrong. There is no God but you. Glory, he realized, and I have done wrong, he said. So there's also a time for human beings to, even if, Baba, I can repent on my God, saying, oh God, sorry, I got angry, I didn't wait, um, right? Or I should have said here, being politically right, because these Muslims, they're so clever. Should have said I was very upset and I complained to God, my God, not this Allah. I'm an ex-Muslim. So don't worry. Don't be what? It's your God? If with everyone, like Hindus, if they get angry at their God, they're not getting angry. Do you think you're going to go and tell them? Everyone should have a personal relationship with God, and they can, if they can get angry or whatever, it is none of your business here. Muslims, you make it your business. I don't know why. As if the whole, Allah is only yours. Mind your own business. And why hasn't that Shia brother come while Formidable Faith was here? And you see, no Shia will come. Even he had to go. While Formidable Faith at that time when he came, and then he said, oh, I had some work and all this. So these Shias, I suspect, or something, anyways. But see, he wasn't here. Such a nice man, and then what? He let Formidable Faith accuse me, this, that, whatever they want to say, you know? So complicity and irresponsible people. See, I cared for him. I gave him my, like, and caring for him so much that I could get upset with God for him. And yet, he didn't come here to defend me. I said, Formidable Faith, what are you saying? He can't, right? He would be against his religion. So he can't even help an oppressed someone, justice for me against these very who don't mind their business. You see? So this Shia, MJK, brother Shia, who is suffering from black magic, and for whom I got upset with God, like, God, why don't you help? Like Messenger and the believers would say, oh God, where's your help for these people who are suffering? And myself. So that was my God I was getting angry at or upset with and complaining to, like even Yaqub was complaining to God. But he was doing it in a very, he wasn't getting upset with God. He didn't say he got angry at God. Neither does it say here who Yunus got angry at. It just says he got angry. Then we look at the Bible verses about Yunus. Jacob, what's his name again? No, Yunus. Jacob is Yaqub. Jonah. So you see, this is what even that Shia brother would not come. This could be a Shia agenda against me, right? I know of, in O levels, I knew Ismat, who was from Australia. I think she had come from Australia, a Shia living in Australia, right? So, and the Formidable Faith is from Australia. Of course, now he didn't show his face when he came on the stage. He didn't tell me his name even. You see how pathetic these Shias also are. And Japan, the Shia has said he's in Japan. Now, in the night time, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock here, Japan time, it's actually here. I checked Japan time. So I don't know what their agenda is. And that Shia brother didn't even come. And Formidable Faith has been coming. And he has been complicit. What isn't this like? You see, they can't defend the one who cares for them, who fights or even gets upset with Allah, or not Allah, sorry, God. So I have my God. We have freedom. You cannot encroach upon. I have my personal relationship with cosmic or whoever the divinity is. So you people are closed minded and egoistic. You see, give the other person the freedom to fight with their God, even if they want to. None of your business here or anywhere with us. And if your Allah has given you license to tread upon paths and enrage the disbelievers and kill the apostates and penalize the blasphemers, well, I think we should, my Allah, my God, and all, or my rights, we should restrain you. I think we should have made an organization or something, formed an organization to restrain these Muslims from encroaching upon our rights of freedom of religion and searching truth for truth seekers now, apostates, blasphemers. At least I wouldn't, I hope I don't do this. Being a believer, right? What Jonah did. Jonah was asked by God, I think it doesn't mention it here in this surah, where it mentions scattered verses. Also, what kind of a book is this? There's some in that surah, some story. And then they say you are mocking and this. So I was worried about my Shia, calling him a brother also. Look, he wouldn't come. How many times Formidable Faith has come? And he remained silent, quiet, away. Huh? And it doesn't work. He can't work. What is this? I think this party of Allah Yarish and all this, you see, the Shias have come now. They've attacked my country, Shia Iran. Now they're attacking my here. And they have a clever agenda here. So made up the story, black magic. Okay, he helped me in that, and then he had a double mind. It's like, I'm telling my story, but you know that this is public. And then he's saying in the end. And then he's come to Allah Yarish. I tell you, these Shias also, I think they have an agenda. They only want fights like this Shia Iran, attacking the infrastructure, the civilians. So whatever America is and Israel is, right? You want to attack American base. You're attacking the infrastructure in the Gulf, Middle East. These Muslims should be restrained. Do not encroach upon our rights. I have the freedom of religion. I should have. This Quran I've proven to be from other than Allah. And covering up your terrorism, your cold blooded, um, hard hearted things that you do. So, what you do, exploiting blasphemy laws, oh, and telling me now with another ID or something that rhetoric, emotional rhetoric. Well, you are cold blooded, hard hearted, stone hearted people. Even Jonah got angry. Why didn't he keep patience until God's command would come? Until God's punishment will come on them, the people. Keep telling them, like Nuh did, right? And he ran away, ran off. So there seems to be so much anger God gave him against these people. They weren't, and the people weren't believing in this Allah. You people go do dawah and like no, Yunus also, he will forgive you your sins and will grant you. See, your sins will be forgiven, but you're not protected from, even your prophet is not protected from sinning. And in Surah Tahrim, what your prophet has done, Allah should have said, why did you not wait for my command, my revelation against these wives? Another thing. So, please, can someone restrain these? Thank you, Nayan, for being here this time. Brother, can someone please restrain this? This is beyond, they're taking our rights away. They don't want anyone to worship anything else but their Allah. These prophets are in, what kind of prophets are these? They've taken away the rights of the idol worshippers, right? I can prove that idol worshipping is not false. I've proven association with Allah is what Allah has done, but through the back doors, right? Associating waliyakum in singular form, the messenger. I've proven that. And how could it be a monument? It's not a place. It was a monument that they must have broken down. I don't know. I haven't gone there to Makkah, right? It's a symbol of God. Symbols of God should be honored, Allah says. Yet Abraham, the idols, and the greatest sign he's seen up there. And who came down? So, was it Allah or was it Jibrail in Surah Najm? The star, by the star that comes down. And then he descended. Who descended? Who did Prophet Muhammad see on the horizon? Maybe he saw the form of God. Now, God turning into a form. And where did he go and meet Allah? Shias in Surah Najm. We showed him the greatest signs, and only him. And what is the tree? Tuba. Oh my God, in Surah Najm. So if I take it orderly, I can, but not right now. Just showing you. You see, in Surah Hajj or where, symbols of Allah are to be honored. Animals are to be, they're sacred symbols of Allah. And then you eat them. You sacrifice them and you eat them. They honor the sacred symbols and they call them gods and goddesses. Okay. So you have angels, and angels have power. Allah tells the angels, dua, calling on the angels of hell to put them into hell. Allah can't do it himself. He has to call the angels to do it. Angels of hell, or whatever they're called. So Surah Najm, you see ayats I've given, and so I've just gone over it. I'm not going over it like in detail. Oh, just briefly mentioned about the ayat's greatest signs, or tuba, a tree shredded with mysteries. What do you know? And then it goes to Allat, Allat, Al-Manat, Al-Uzza. All this could be, if they're called gods and goddesses, what's wrong in that? Maybe they're also the attributes of God and the greatest signs of God. Because God in himself in the Quran as Allah, he cannot do anything, right? Intention, yeah, his intention, but then you see this limits him. His other attributes limit him to take a son, he says. As Allah is, I don't know what it is, but as Allah is just a God, and he has, no, wait, let me put it this way. Allah has to inscribe mercy on himself. And what they make the meaning of, really, if he wanted to decree for the people mercy, he didn't have to ascribe it or decree it upon himself. He's supposed to decree it upon the people mercy. But there's a ayat which says Allah has decreed upon himself mercy. So then this means that without the attribute of mercy, Allah can not do mercy, not do mercy for the people. Like, act impotent. Allah is impotent. Or he can use another, like the wrath, and he'll be sending wrath on others, his attribute. Unless he brings about the attribute of mercy and decrees it on himself for the people. So this also. Okay, I hope so. They're trying to. They've. It's a lot of negativity. I'm also can't rise above the pain inside of me. And these Muslims, they're so cruel, merciless here. Who come here, very, very cruel. And some of them are clever, so cunning, clever. They have an agenda, pushing their agenda. Okay, maybe this person, I don't know, wanted, because he did question that, how come you're maybe, like, is it black magic that took you away from this religion? No, as you, black magic on you didn't take you away from your religion, Shia Islam, right? Why should it take me away from my religion? Huh? The black magic on you for 2 years, it didn't take you away, right? But it's a good thing he came and he asked this so that people would know. It's very helpful for me, for my channel, my live streams. No, you see, I have such passion. They say, you know, when you're drowning, is azan comes and supposed to pray, right? I have such passion for truth. Well, sometimes, yes, weakness comes, and like, but I've been doing this, being totally like, I don't, you know, in such a condition that people would say, Americans, like someone like, take care of yourself first, give yourself priority. Mel Robbins has posted something on her channel YouTube, And I was looking at that and I was saying, my God, they really care. These Americans, they're more caring than the Muslims. Very kind, and some of them, I tell you, they're so true to themselves that they accept their anger. Like Paramahamsa Vishwananda was saying, if you're a hypocrite, still remain a hypocrite. Like, at least know that you are a hypocrite, right? But these people, you see, these Muslims, they won't even admit to themselves their hypocrisy and how they have thwarted in Pakistan the Sharia, the law, and exploited it, abused. So, you see, and then they come and they blame us. The ex-Muslim, they slander us, they say they defame us, they lie against us. But at least I hope if I get insane, then I can't say, right? Like in pain a lot, maddening pain. But in my normal state, I wouldn't do this. What the Muslims have done, exploiting the Sharia in Pakistan on blasphemy, making money. And I would say even the Shia, my father's love for Imam Hussein, or my love, I would say, why are you giving love a bad name? You admire Imam Hussein. When you love someone, you have to be one with that person and do what that person did. That's what love should make you do. Love should, in loving some, oh, we love Imam Hussein. No, you don't love Imam Hussein. If you're doing things that are going against Imam Hussein, you don't really love Imam Hussein. You are idol worshipping him, right? That's shirk. I mean, yeah. So even the Muslims who say they love Prophet Muhammad, but they can't be like Prophet Muhammad, and they're doing some things that are against. Okay, that's not love. If you truly love someone, what does it make you? Put you on the same level, and then you become that person. That's what love is. You don't even know what true love is. Oh, I love this, but I have to, today I have to go clubbing. Today I'm going to miss my namaz or my salat. Or you say your salats, you say you go for Hajj, you do fasting and everything. Sometimes I want to go to the casino, or sometimes I want to go to the Tawaf, or I will take bribery here like in Pakistan. Or sometimes I will use my ego, I'm hurt. Because I'm more powerful than that man, like the Sheikh, UAE Sheikh, Loy Masido. This is shirk. Loy Masido on YouTube has spoken about the Sheikh in the UAE. He put his ego before justice. Friends, when you're in that power, right? You're not supposed to do that. Excuse me. Thanks to Mel Robbins. Give yourself priority, and another tarot card reader, or who, now they're going to say, even the Christians will. You have no right to get angry at me here. I can choose what to listen to, what not to. So let's go to first Mel Robbins. I really appreciate this, Mel Robbins. I wish I cared for myself, and but there's a demon the I think the Muslims want to unleaven me. Even Shia Muslims wouldn't mind unleavening me because their Allama Tabatabai has said about a certain verse, Surah 17, Ayat 33, that kill death penalty, it's kill apostates, right? So these or the women, they're supposed to confine them, and they're very cruel people, very cruel. Their Allah has said, like, be cruel with them, So oppression without right, no, oppress them with right. Like they have the right to oppress their women who or girls who are apostates now. Can you believe this? You must be your first priority if these Muslims would even allow us. Your life, your ambitions, your health, your happiness are all important. Start acting like it. Thank you, Mel Robbins. You're saving lives, just human lives. Whether someone believes in God, doesn't believe in God. You see what this I think Jonah, it shows that he, getting angry at the people, actually using the people as punching bags or what. Actually, he should have complained to Allah like Noah did, right? But he didn't. He ran off. So there's some repressed, hidden anger against God, Allah, in Jonah, in Yunus. But they don't see it. And then they're blaming. And now you are cut deeply, figuratively. Yes, yes, that's what I mean. I didn't cut you with the knife. You can cut me with the knife and lynch and hit me and beat me up, and like you did Mashal Khan, your people. You could be hidden terrorists. The Shia militia in Australia also. You're the military type terrorists. Yes, yes, it could be like your parents are Australian. Ismat, you could be Ismat's grandson, the Shia, Australian, Pakistani origin. Who knows? Can't trust these people. Who knows who you are? And why should you be afraid to give your name? What do you have to defend? Hmm. So we can infer. Okay, so this, I'm just very enraged with these. Who do they think they are, these Muslims? Huh? That their Allah is giving them the right false gods. No, their gods are not false. Even one Allah cannot give. One Allah, Wahid, Itnain Salata. So, Wahid, one God can be divided. This one number can be added to. Allah doesn't say, he doesn't say that it is his oneness. He says he is one God, one Wahid. Excuse me. And of course, he says, so there can be another with him, one God. Number. He's given himself a number. He's confined himself to one, number one. He's limited. Also that. Okay, I'm going to do more like one. Imam Ali says, do not say that God is number one, like the number one. But God Himself says in the Quran, He's Wahid, not Itnain, right? Not two. So this, someone should restrain these Muslims or ban. Okay, we can't ban their religion, this freedom of religion, but this religion should not have that freedom, so that you can, a person who's searching for God or is angry at someone. Like I just said, like, okay, I wasn't well, and I don't know which. I was just, oh God, where are you? If you are, why haven't you helped? And they're getting cut deeply, hurt, right? But they've been coming here on my condition and steering me to the religious thing and saying, go to the Quran ayats, these Quran ayats, right? I tell you, Americans in Karachi Medical School, uh, they're more caring than the Shias I've known. My my family would desert me, be fed up of this that I'm going through. Maybe an American, maybe a German. If I was thinking in Karachi, if my father gets fed up and I should go to Darul Sakoon, where shall I go to a Christian Catholic orphanage or some, I'm not well, so they can take me. Sister Gertrude's Darul Sakoon in Karachi, or I can't go to Dr. Faw's leprosy center because I didn't have leprosy. Find some Christian Catholic orphanage. Moreover, if something happens to my father there in Karachi, I could take my mother and me. We sell the house or something and go to Darul Sakoon or some Catholic Christian orphanage or dugout in Karachi, not a Shia orphanage. So, oops, my thing fell. Sorry, not using the table type cushion. Oh, these need to make an organ. Some from these Shias also, from these Shia religious scholars who want to give us death penalties and confinements for apostasy. Organization for the rights of and protection of the vulnerable, of the non-Muslim apostates, of the they call blasphemers. You see how Abraham mocks their gods, right? Deities, idols, they call. I don't mean to like be. See, no Hindu is going to come here and say, "Oh, you're being disrespectful to our idols because you're saying deities because you're calling them idols." Unless now, if a Muslim changes his name and wants to give. Now that I've said it, I don't know. So we don't know on YouTube. I wish they had screencasting on Facebook. We could tell. Oh, it's raining outside. That's wonderful for us here. Okay, so organization, people, international, some people who we could get together and please protect the apostates from Shia religious scholars' fatwas against them, against us. Protect our right to seek our religion, research. And when we have researched What is wrong with this person? I thought I was told in Shia Islam, but there's so much hypocrisy that killed apostates. So if we're allowed to, in Shia Islam, we're allowed to do research on our religion to find out, not follow blindly. On our religion, yeah, allows. So I found with the honesty, sincerity. What the hell is this? Okay, I'm really angry at these Shias. They're not coming. I have a feeling that these very clever, satanic, sharp, shrewd Shias, even Shias are not coming. They're using Sunni names and all this, trying to show that they're Sunnis. Really hard-hearted. Or they're just pretending to be, understanding. Oh, God, don't know. The rest, God knows. Their intention. Research. So I think let's search it this way. What's Shia, Shias are allowed. We're not supposed to follow blindly like the Sunnis, follow blindly. They're not allowed to doubt their religion, right? Or do any research. Shias are allowed to research on our religion. Yeah, I don't know why the Shias rely on religious scholars when they should have the Imam present, Hazir Nazir, like the Ismailis have. Nonsense about this. The hypocrisy in the Shias also. How they stay away. Shias are allowed to research. Shias are allowed to research and not follow blindly in Islam. Now, what is this? Okay, I think Iran's regime, terrible, tyrannical regime, has taken over Google. The Shias. Okay, I'm not feeling well. I think before I abuse these Shias, call them cunning craft, hard-hearted, cold-blooded, peace, and clever, satanic. Some of them here, you see, and those who are complicit, you Shias, you don't care for humanity. You are such hard-hearted. That brother, Shia brother, you see, he was quiet, right? He has said he subscribed to my channel. He knows when I come live stream now. Formidable faith he allowed, went on live stream again. Uh, he didn't come. The Shia didn't come. You see, their complicity, they're such clever, cunning. And the Punjabis also. No, no, all Shias. Khoja, Punjabi, you name it. African, Tees. What do you call the Tees ones? Crafty, skillful. in English? Cunning? Oh God, is the water coming inside? But my, gotta check. Just a minute, please. Yes, sir. Now I get it. I think I've got it. Huh? You like to just, yeah, the water is my curtain. What is coming in? Just a minute. Can you hear me? I just have to go and wash my hands. So there, Allah, right? Oh, look how he's put it for Jonah, right? And an analyzer who's analyzing these ayats, and a little bit of insight is needed. You see, you can see that not my view, what actually the insight, like a psychiatrist or about the dream, you're interpreting the dream, you're looking at the symbolic, what it actually is, right? So that's let's see the like no, look, oh God, how to put it? If only God has given these Satan's eloquence, who can even put it succinctly. Which which God is this? Their Allah, their Allah. They don't know about mercy, feeling like having mercy. Okay. Even I felt that that great God would understand my anger, my upset, that a psychologist could understand and say, you're getting angry at people. I tell you why. You don't want to get angry. In London, the lady said, It's not you." Like I've done things that I was thinking of, like the alarm in my mother's room. She said, "It's not you." So even this, you see these people, like let's say, like in that Dagh movie, old one, black and white, Dilip Kumar tells his mother, throw away these idols, throw away Ma and Kutub, take do, right? You see, the Hindus don't get angry like this. They even put it in their movies. So the lady in London told me something like this. I did. It's not you. So these people who are superficial on the just up on the superficial side. There's a time my mother lost her mind temporarily. She threw away the thread of Ali Asghar, right? She threw it. Now this Shia is going to come. I am really, you cut me deeply, and I sometimes it's like I'm telling my mother, oh no, Amma, or she's telling, oh no, no, don't do this to the alums. Take the Amma, throw them, right? So now the lady in London told me, because I was telling her, I was wanting to tell her that all these things I do in anger. She told me it's not you, it's the witch who sends evil spirits on you. ना mercy है इनके पास, ना insight है, ना understanding है. ये injustice करके जुल्म करते हैं लोगों पे और अपने अपने उनको they exploit. ये भी करते हैं और फिर इधर आते हैं. Right? They cover up their terrorism, people, the whole world is sick and tired of these Muslims, terrorists, and the complicity of most of these moderate Muslims, right? That they don't even count. And all the brunt we are bearing, right? We're bearing. Look, financial. Look at this. The government of Pakistan should repeal the blasphemy law. बोल बोल के अभी क्या चिल्लाए तुम लोगों पे शराफत की बोली नहीं समझते हो तुम लोग ह्यूमन राइट्स वॉच तभी तो ऐसे हो गए you see in Emirates my father's country and now mine right what happens they're not shouting because justice is done like this at times. I mean, most of the time here, if you avail, only not against a powerful sheikh, right? Maybe. But if you go to the police, like I was told, if a man looks at you here, my father said, call the police. If you feel uncomfortable by his looks, even, call the police. They will find out that he harassed you, he's looking at you, stalking you. They'll put his picture in the newspaper. And if he's an expat, deport him. First, they'll put the picture in the newspaper. This is what at the time of Sheikh Maktoum. Before that, at time of Sheikh Rashid, they wouldn't allow single expats, women, girls to come alone. You know, my aunt wanted to come to see her sister here. How it was very difficult. Single, like younger sister coming to who's not married, even divorced, would not be allowed to come to Dubai, would not be given a visit visa. It was that strict at Sheikh Rashid's time. And all this. So here at least, okay, why am I going that far? In the Emirates, against another, we don't have to shout. We can just call the police. Don't have to shout at that person, why are you looking at me? And this. Just call the police. Come, let's say I'm calling the police. Why are you looking at me? You don't even have to say that, my father said. So I don't know, but that's what my father said. When I was living in my sister's house, he told me over the phone. But still, there is this UK, this law and order here in the United Arab Emirates. Look at this. Government of Pakistan should have how long is it? Human Rights Watch. Case of vigilante attacks. Vigilante attack or vigilant attacks. Police seldom take action to protect those targeted, and those who do may themselves face threats of violence. Right? So this is now what the Shia group here is doing. So they're using everything against me. And they're not seeing, disregarding completely that I'm a true researcher. I've been a true researcher, honest, didn't want to hurt Muslims' feelings. Your feelings should not be hurt. But you can kill someone, death penalty for apostasy, uh, convert someone, break their idols like Abraham did, mock their idols before breaking them. you can convert these people. Yeah, there are good ayats. If they mock you, remain patient and all this. But there are these ayats also where Abraham mocks the idols. So if you're going to come here and you're going to give me idol, sorry, an ayat that says don't mock their idol, and yet we have hypocrisy in Allah sending Abraham to mock their idols. The contradiction. So you can't see the contradiction. I can see it. And if I say it like that, oh, you're mocking. Oh, you're mocking the ayahs I gave you. You are terrorists hidden. Even the moderate Muslims are sick and tired of you, like Sheikh. I don't want to take his name, right? And so we know how to deal with you, barbaric people, terrorists, Muslims. So I tell sorry, Americans and all this, I'm not going your way to deal with these Pakistanis. Sharafat ki boli nahi. They don't listen to the gentle ways we tell them, please, or appeal to them. It's not good for your country, this kind of thing. And look how they've abused blasphemy laws and misused it for their own benefit, financial benefit too. The Pakistan government's indifference to abuses under the blasphemy law, meaning the abuse of blasphemy law as Muslims. At least I don't do this. In my right mind, I wouldn't do this. And violence, it provokes. And the violence this blasphemy law provokes is discriminatory and violates the rights to fundamental freedoms. Thank God. This fundamental freedom, this Allah hasn't given us, the Islam hasn't given us. And these people, they come here. What have you been hurt about? What about these people that you're Muslims, what they're doing and what they've done in the West? Doesn't hurt you? What your terrorist Muslims have done? Hmm? How they've, what do you call that? How they have unleavened, bomb blasts, God knows, rape. Huh? Talk about that, covering up your own. Oh no, that doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt deeply. But what I said about my God, not your Allah, I was complaining to a God if there is a God. Now, my God, I said it like that. God who cares for his human beings so they don't suffer, protecting them from black magic and all this. You don't know how much it hurts. Violation of privacy, that doesn't hurt you. Oh my God, what cold hearted, oh sorry, cold blooded, hard hearted people you are. Muslims. And saying ex Muslims, look, financial benefits, where is it? Generally, even without evidence, suffer long pre-trial detention, lack of due process, sorry, unfair trials. What about oh, this is so terrible. Where's the mercy of, they don't know, in Karachi, I was saying, thinking that the ayats, we start with Bismillah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First, the God of mercy, the God of beneficence. The Pakistani government should urgently reform. This was when? They can't because, they're people, they're Muslims. They will target the Pakistani government. They will target the courts. God knows they'll go in and maybe even shoot the judges who decide against blasphemy law. Black for blackmail. Profit. For profit also it is used. Pakistan's blasphemy laws perpetuate religious discrimination. 2023. Still, since how long, how many years this has been happening in Pakistan? Asia Bibi's case. Other now Christians when I left Pakistan. Ahmadis, since how long? Against Ahmadis. Also, Shias are used to target the poor and minorities in unlawful evictions and land grabs. So this is how you Muslims use, abuse blasphemy laws for land grabs. And you're blaming ex-Muslims here, fundamental, what's his name, formidable faith. These accusations have had devastating consequences. No, but this hidden Shia fundamental faith doesn't care about the devastating consequences it would have, right? Oh, it's cut me deeply that you said you're angry at God. It's not your Allah. Your Allah is fake Allah for me. I'm angry at the true God, if there is one. Who cares for? Please help him. Even though he believes that this Shia believes in a false God, according to me. While the federal and provincial governments have failed to prevent the abuse or provide justice for victims. The 29-page report, A Conspiracy to Grab the Land Grabbing, abusing Pakistan's blasphemy laws for blackmail and profit, documents the use of blasphemy accusations for personal economic gain. Personal economic gain. They abuse these laws given to them by Allah, the blasphemy laws. Muslims are abusing in Pakistan. No one can stop them, not even this Allah can stop them. So this doesn't do anything to you, doesn't hurt you deeply or anything. Huh? That your Muslims are abusing blasphemy laws for their own benefit, economic gain, land grabbing, hurting another. Totally like what is it's so what is the penalty for this? Allah, injustice. Those poor innocent people, yeah, minorities in Pakistan. Look how you've treated them. Or for their own profit, have used blasphemy accusations as a weapon against rivals and businesses owned by religious minorities, non Muslims. Hey, sick. And you come here again. See, if I was able to work in Pakistan, although my passport doesn't allow me to be a lawyer and practice in Pakistan, I had to come here. I realized, no, I cannot practice in Pakistan. It would be illegal for me as an Emirati. So, human rights. So, go on the field, ground. You Muslims. I'm using the social media because I'm crippled. They crippled me in Pakistan. Your own Muslims are abusing and killing, terrorism, and what great cruelty. Economic gains, land grabbing. Human Rights Watch interviewed 14 people who had faced blasphemy accusations, as well as lawyers, prosecutors, judges. ये देखें, ये इतने like that assistant of my brother here, and army ex-army officers. This terrible, sick. Tell me, oh, I feel as if he is the only one who loved the Prophet, as if I'm a Christian saying this against his Prophet Muhammad or his religion. It has hurt me deeply. अरे तुम लोग पाकिस्तानी, तुम लोग क्या समझते हो? मैंने कहा उसका नहीं सोचते हो जो सुन्नी शियाओं को मारते हैं पाकिस्तान में, एक्सट्रीमिस्ट. और इधर अभी hurt me deeply. ये पाकिस्तानी स्टाइल है. ये फॉर्मिडेबल फेथ का भी it's Pakistani style. And you Muslims, even Arabs who say this, what barbaric. Who do you think you are? Personal. Do you think that Prophet Muhammad was not my prophet? I had to leave behind. I had to question Imam Hussein, Imam Zain al-Abidin, Bibi Zainab. Reading Anita Rai also. Action, in pain, action. Facing the tyrant of her time, or the greatest tyrant, Yazid. I've read all these things. I had to quest all this. You think I don't have feelings like you people who don't have feelings only for Prophet Muhammad and your Allah? Your Allah doesn't even get hurt if I get angry. And it's not your Allah. Your Allah is not the true Allah for me. We have no rights to discuss and say that today I'm very upset with Allah. I'm sorry, I didn't even say that. As a Shia, I can say that. But it's kufr. Now I have to pay fine. I've lost my mind in the condition I am in. They won't see that. Look at these people. Look. Hypocrites. Cold blooded beasts in Australia also and elsewhere. What about what Muslims have done terrorism around the world? In Australia. Huh? Killing Jews. Okay, my mind is saying bad words to this person. Formidable faith. You are more than cold-blooded, stone-hearted Australian Muslim. I don't have a say. Australia was killing Jews in Australia by terrorist Muslims. You should be declared terrorists. Sorry, I haven't even eaten anything. A little bit. Just, what have I eaten? Bondi terror attack took place. In the name of Allah. You are so, you Muslims here. That Australian Muslim, innocent Jews killing, this, they love Allah. They won't hear anything against Allah, but killing innocent Jews, killing innocent Christians, that they do. Their heart does, they don't flinch at that. You see, they will hide this here. They think I'm naive. I don't know much in the world, what's going around, what terrorism. Shia militia in Iraq. I've even felt for the Sunnis. What is this? They should be immediately stopped, right? And what have they done in Bahrain, these Shias? Gone into the hospital, right? Follow the rule, law of the land. Follow the law of Bahrain. Or just applying cream. Right. You're not getting your rights from. This is how Islam is. For the Sunnis, it's different, right? As Muslims, you should understand the Sunni Islam. You cannot say anything against their religious leaders or even their leaders, right? Their amirs in Bahrain. But I made Majmal Bahrain, fraternity between Sunni and Shia group on Facebook. But here I'm saying Shia uprising. I'm against this uprising of the Shias in Bahrain. 12, oh sorry, 2011. Oh my God. The mainly Shia and some Sunni. If I say against Shia religion, apostasy. Apply your own religion, right? See, you can kill me on apostasy. This is your religion, Shias. Confine the women, confine the girls. Mainly Shia and some Sunni Bahraini opposition. Okay, some Sunni led anti government protests in Bahrain. Protests were inspired by the unrest of the Arab Spring. Protests, you followed the unrest of the Arab Spring. Protests in Tunisia and Egypt. So you follow suit and escalated to daily clashes. What are you doing in Bahrain? Bringing all this Arab Spring unrest to Bahrain. You Shias are no less than some Sunnis. Volatile riots in the Persian Gulf country of Bahrain. What? The Bahraini protests were a series of demonstrations, amount not even peaceful, to a sustained campaign of both non-violent civil disobedience, disobedience, and volatile riots in the Persian Gulf country of Bahrain. Volatile means aggressive, violence. I don't know. As part of the revolutionary wave of protest, revolutionary, can't even pronounce the words, I'm so weak. Self immolation of, in Tunisia. Following, look what these Shias have done. Not that they've waited for Imam Mahdi. Right? They've followed suit. Oh, I'm so scared of Shias. Someone could make himself Imam Mahdi like that. I mean, what shall I call them? What is this craziness? What abnormal? What is this? Like what mind? What? No, someone could get up and say, "I'm Imam Mahdi. Muhammad's Narjis," and do some nonsense and show some miracles that he truly is Imam Hassan Askari's son. And then the madness. And then like the Safavid period where they killed massacre of Sunni Muslims, minority. You see? And this is smile. Ooh, so there's some crazy Shias, you know? Some crazy Shia in Pakistan also, Karachi, Mahfil Shah Khurasan. He was going to shoot the Shias. Shia shooting a Shia. He took the gun out and said, if you play this, I'm going to shoot you. Oh my God. My aunt said, no, no, it's true. We had to stop. Because this Shia guy was going to kill all of them, all Shias who are playing this. That an Iranian, my grandfather, had started long time ago, somewhere else, another part of Karachi. So there's some crazy Shias, really. Huh? Some Shia, Imam Mahdi said in my dream, this. It's very scary, very scary. And I think during Imam Mahdi's time, they complained against Mansur al-Hallaj. See what, how he, Mansur al-Hallaj? Imam Mahdi, terrible thing, treachery against Shia's treachery. Imam Mahdi was present, I think, or he told his deputies. So, yeah, so because Mansur al-Hallaj claimed, Sufi deviated and claimed that he's a representative of Imam al-Mahdi, he claimed many dangerous claims. Like, what is dangerous, right? I think that this religion is dangerous. If he's harmless, if he's not hurting anyone. Oh, dangerous claims, including claiming that he's Allah, Ana al-Haq, or part of Allah. He was cursed by our Shia scholars as well as Sunni scholars. And I think Imam Mahdi told his two representatives to complain against him because the Sunni Caliph at that time, right? I think. I'm not sure about this. I've got to read the story again. Dangerous claims. Can you believe that? Now you see these 12 Shias, they don't have a representative of Imam Mahdi even here. And they don't have Imam Mahdi appearing because there's no Imam Mahdi. And they call this dangerous claims of Mansur Bichara. Mansur al-Hallaj being one with God, saying, Ana Allah, harmless person. So if a false statement is so dangerous, can you imagine Muslim? Look at the Quran ayahs. I've proven These ayats are for not by Allah. Yet they go on against me, and what? Dangerous. Dangerous. He was cursed by our Shia scholars, as well as Sunni scholars, our great scholar Sheikh Al Mufid. Oh, yeah. You see, Allah cursing. You know that poor His Highness Al Khan? Why don't you? I'm sure you 12 Shias curse him also. I never did that in my life because I don't know. Maybe I was different as a Shia. Oh, they have to curse the false imam, the false claimant as Imam Mahdi. Oh, but Imam is there, right? Ismaili Imam. How come Iran is not after His Highness Aga Khan? Wasn't? Huh? And you are supposed to curse him because he's not your Imam. 12 years. Yet you see, you can't get him. And he's a very powerful man. His Highness Aga Khan the Fourth. That's why you Shia, that poor Mansur al-Hallaj, Allah Bichara. I'm the truth, he said, alludes to the idea of annihilating the self for Allah. Toba, this also, they misunderstood or what? And they killed him. They got him killed, hanged. Rasuli Becharatia, what is hanged, right? Crucified. What? कैसे लोग हैं ये शिया पे देखो इस रिलीजन में ये भी नहीं कह सकते कि हम anal haq, like he annihilated himself, the self, the soul, the nafs, became one with God. You killers. So even the Abbaside King Al Muqtadir, who killed him, you know, and I think Imam's representative Shia, Imam Mahdi, 12 Shia, they complained against him. I said, yes, yes, yes. So you are party, you Shias are party to killing innocent people who I have been so crazy after wanting to feel God, wanting to be one with God. It's not enough for me, the signs of God. I miss touching God, seeing Him. When I had this violation of privacy and all this, and before the Allah, God, please embrace me. Please embrace me, God. Please hug me. Times in my chronic fatigue in college, then I think God embraced me in London. He came in London, embraced me. So if I say this, I could be killed by a Shia also. The Lord came, the Lord, and you will miss this Lord who will come. Clouds under, even Allah's coming. Quran ayat is there. Doesn't mean are they waiting for Allah to come in clouds, meaning Allah will come in clouds. It's not only, see how it is put. I will show you that before that Surah Fajr. You see what they say, Surah Fajr. Allah means the Lord is coming, the power and majesty of the Lord, establish justice here will come. Lord is not coming like the Lord is coming, like literally. Allah doesn't mean that. Allah means this allegorically. Surah Fajr, ye bichare, pata nahi, from stealing from maybe the polytheist ayat or Christians or who, the Messiah, no, maybe polytheist by the, how do you don't even know what this means. Yeah, you'll say this means Karbala 10th Muharram, by the even and the odd, and by the night when it passes. So I've been asking this someone. I'm not going to say it. Have you not considered how your Lord dealt with Pharaoh? They oppressed within the land, not without the permission of Allah. Allah allowed them. Allah has even allowed Shaitan to make Adam fall, Adam and Eve. And he said, become enemies of each other. Allah has said to them, Adam, go down and increase. No, no. So your Lord poured upon, oh, scourge and what kind of a God is this? Indeed, your Lord is in observation. And as for man, when his Lord tries him, look at this. We love wealth with immense love. And your Lord has come. Or when your Lord appears. What? And comes your Lord. What is this? Wajah. Is it in the past tense or is it in the present? Or future tense? What is it? And thy Lord cometh. I don't know. And your Lord has come. And the angels rank upon. See, dakan daka is happening. The earth is pounded to powder. But wait, just you wait, all of you. Iran, who's attacking the infrastructure rather than just you wait. Maybe that Bala in London. Yes, am I not your Lord? Bala. I was calling to my Lord in London. Maybe Kalki Avatar will come. Who knows? I don't know. Just you wait. Muslims. And you know, this God, this is so patient. What their polytheism, what politics went through. Jews' time, Christians' time, even maybe. How they, but they kept. Today, Bharat is the only country, nation who worship. Still, they have idols. They could not break all of their idols and destroy their books and, right? These Abrahamic religious people. The ayat is saying, and your Lord has come, or when your Lord appears. Uh, what did look what they make the meaning out. Although literally the words Rabbuka mean your Lord will come. Your Lord will come. Obviously, there cannot be any question of Allah Almighty is moving, right? From one place to another. Who was the Lord that saved Yusuf, brought him out of prison? Who was the Lord? There's one in Egypt. There was. Yusuf's time. Yusuf even says, who? How do you know it was Allah? But who was the Wasila? Who was the Lord? And he was even called Lord. Yusuf himself couldn't free himself from prison. Who did it? The king, Egyptian king did it. Just you wait, Muslims. No, my Lord here. Oh, he's in my third eye. So these polities have had so much patience, amazing grace, patience. Even China killed so many Hindus. You know? When was it? China killed Hindus. Can you believe that? Facebook, Vivek Agnihotri. Did you know in 1946 over 5,000 Hindus were butchered in the brutal massacres of Noakhali and Tipera, and thousands more were forcibly dot dot dot. So the Hindu god has maybe asked, like, you know, born in a false religion, helping you Muslims see for yourself. See, I'm not forcing you. I'm not saying, I'm not warning you. So you want to miss the true God, the Lord cometh, where the day the Lord is going to come. Giving you time, giving you, but you don't want to see the Lord is watching, my Lord is watching. Oh Lord, how could you allow these Hindus? I could have been crushed. I could have been confined, and the walls they would have wanted to. Shias, huh? Shia or Kafir. But oh Lord, Narayan. So God knows who. Although now I was Buddha mantra. Ah, how they are doing what they're doing to me. Oh my God, this really breaks my heart. My heart sinks. So why am I saving my life? Shias would want me. Yeah, they won't kill me because Shias don't. 12 Shias for female apostasy, they confine and they harass and all this. Do whatever they want to do, like oppress them. So I was saying, remember, oppress without right or oppress with right. So in this religion, there's oppression with right. Surah, I found it. I could look. Surah 7, I 33. ये इतने जालिम है शिया सुन्नी दोनों. मुझसे पूछो. Ask me. अभी जो आए हैं ना, वो एक, because वो जापान में शिया ब्रदर और डर भी रहा था कि मेरा कम्युनिटी. We don't know what the agenda is, right? Say, my Lord has only forbidden immorality as well. See? And oppression without right. La la. Wrongful transgression. What? Look, oppression without right. Al-Haq, without truth. This is how your Allah's put it. Bi without al-Haq. Oppression. So, where your Allah has said for Haq, kill, oppress, kill. Even Shias do it, right? There's a religion which says that oppression has no right. Don't take lives. No capital punishment. Even the secular system. तुम लोग जुल्म से हक के लिए जुल्म भी कर सकते हो लोगों पे, right? And who am I? just because I got angry at God, or maybe it's upset. He didn't even think about it, right? Maybe I got upset with God. What is my anger? Did I say, oh, anger would be? Okay, I'm angry at God. Could be I'm upset, deeply upset with God. I don't understand Allah's maslahat in this. Oh, sorry, my God, or whoever the God, divinity. See, like now China, in China, Hindus, I go to Shiva like Amitabh Bachchan went in that movie. मैं आज आया हूँ क्वेश्चन करने तुम सुनो शिवा so do you think a Hindu is going to come and say really Chole Diwar movie Amitabh Bachchan Shashi Kapoor hmm? This is the greatness of these Hindus. So reading Jiddu Krishna Murti also, righteous anger is not good enough. Or is it? Look at it, he says. Look at it. Oppression without the right is haram, but oppression with right is not haram then, right? Yet you're oppressing the people. And you're saying you have the right for Allah. So kill, although killing is haram, but this is your God allowing you. Oppression without right is haram, but oppression with right is halal. Then turn it the other way around. Then you have this, right? Surah 17, ayat 33, 32, 33. If anyone is killed unjustly, and do not kill the soul which Allah has forbidden, except by right. And what does your Allah say about murderers and the murder, killing? Oh my God. Verily we have made for his heir an authority, and not he should exceed in the killing. Indeed, he is help. Oh, I'm mocking the with my tone. So these people mock, finish them, right? Ooh, I haven't done wudu. How would I understand these ayats? I haven't put a scarf on my head, covered my head. Let him not exceed limits in taking life. And what's that called in killing slave for slave? What does Allah mean by that? Huh? Here you can kill by haq for haq, and haq is for this religion. If so, even you can kill a non-Muslim. I worked it out. My findings. When Allama Tabatabai says you can kill an apostate, this means here, how has he worked out that you can kill an apostate? Right? Then I also worked out through other Quran ayats that you can kill those who are non Muslims, who you invite, and they are the most unjust. Because who is more unjust than gives a lie to Allah? Allah says in that ayat. Surah 61, ayat which one? Huh? and who is invited to Islam but turns away. Who is more unjust? No one. No rapist, no murderer, no thief, no gang rapist is more unjust than the one who is invited to Allah, to Islam, gives a lie to Allah. Now, Allah has given you all these rights. Kill. Excuse me. So, I worked out, like Allah Matabadabai said, Sharia says, so we're bringing the Sharia in for this ayat and saying kill apostates. Apostates should be killed. I worked out through Quran ayats like these that even, right, where is it? 61. Where is it? 61, 9. Where? He it is who has sent forth the messenger with the guide now. And who is more? 60, Surah 61, ayat 7, Quran, on black. See? And who is more unjust than one who invents about Allah untruth? Ooh, dangerous. Like Halaj, Mansur al Halaj, saying he's Ana al Haq, he's invented untruth. Kill him. Actually, that's what God knows who changed this later on. This is a very dangerous religion. Untruth while he is being invited to Islam, and Allah does not guide the wrong-doing people. The, look at the Arabic, where is it? No, there's no Al-Haq here, but how did I work it out? So this is blasphemy, right? So blasphemy right there by non-Muslims, non-Muslims being invited to Islam, blasphemy. Now, whatever the punishment for blasphemy is, give it to them. It's not yet, and who is more unjust than one who is reminded of the verses of his Lord, then he turns away from them. Indeed, we from the criminals, these are called criminals, will take retribution, Allah says. And then comes, how did I work it out? Al-Haq. So on Al-Haq, kill. Truth. Yeah, here it is. The truth about Quran. Surah 17, ayat 33. Surah 29, ayat 68. And who is more unjust than one who invents a lie about Allah or denies the truth, right? After it has come to him. Well, haqqi. Oh, so shouldn't it be worked out like this? For Surah 17, isn't it enough? Ayat 33. When Allama Tabatabai said Sharia says how they worked out for the Sharia that it's right, it's not forbidden to kill apostates. It's halal, except by right. Not by right, it's by al-haq. So this is how dangerous this religion is. So I worked it out, and this is how it should be worked out through other Quran ayats first, not the Sharia popping in here through what Prophet Muhammad has said first. First, the Quran ayats, wherever there's al-haq. Allah even says, who is more unjust than one who invents a lie about Allah or denies the truth? Al-haq, right? Although here he says, is hell not the resort of the unbelievers? But when you look at this ayat, Surah 17 and 33, How Allama Tabatabai has worked out that apostates should be killed. So I worked out through Quran ayats that killing non-Muslims should be killed when they're invited but they don't come to Islam. They should be killed. Whoever rejects this al-haq should be killed, right? Denies the truth. Surah 29, ayat 68. Also, Surah 61, ayat 7. Who is more unjust than one who invents about Allah untruth against al-haq while he is being invited to Islam? Should be killed. This is a very dangerous religion. Footnote. So I've given Maududis here, not Allama Tabatabai. But the Shia Allama Tabatabai is the same. You see, fifth one, an apostate. So why is Maududi? No Quran ayat and neither does, some moderate Muslims say, no Quran ayat and neither does Quran Surah 17 ayat 33 say directly to kill the apostates. So why has Maududi included apostasy for this ayah and the killing of them, right? Who are apostates. Taking from the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, right? Even Allah Tabatabai has done this. Mentions kill the apostates for this ayat surah 17 ayat 33. So I worked out through Quran ayats, not through the Sharia, not through the hadiths of Prophet Muhammad. And life story, where apostates were killed. Allama Tabatabai says the same thing, kill apostates for this ayat. But it also means killing. I am afraid that he may change your religion and bring about corruption in the land. This is what Pharaoh used to do, and now Allah does it. Allah tells you to do this. When a man, at least Pharaoh listened to a man who's over there disguised, he was with Musa, right? Said, no, don't kill Musa. Your Allah and these Muslims, my God, they're very dangerous people. They're very dangerous, Allah. 47:3. Surah 47, ayat 3. That's because those who disbelieve follow falsehood, and those who believe follow the truth, al-haq. So this ayah also tells us that the disbelievers are not following the truth, al-haq. That means they must be killed, according to Surah 17, ayat 33. And so when you meet these disbelievers, wherever you meet them, not in battle, oh, you started the battle. Strike their necks until you have inflicted slaughter upon them and then secure their bonds. Doesn't mean make them captives. It means bind them together. Whoever are alive. Oh my God, it's terrible. This religion is just disgustingly cruel, wicked. So now, uh, no, these are not false gods. These are symbols, and Allah's attributes have power. Sometimes even Allah Himself doesn't have power without His attributes, right? So why can't these attributes of Allah be considered gods? These were not false gods. You see, how dare you? Those who do not honor the symbols of Allah are hard. Honor. Honor is this is not worship. And then they say that sajda is also not worship that is done by Yaqub to Yusuf, the Shia. And then the Sunnis say it has been abrogated. What is this? Inconsistency in Allah's way of worship, right? There in that ayat, Allah says, if you worship Allah, do not, meaning prostrate to the sun because he's as the moon, things he has created. Then he makes the angels bow to Adam. Then Yaqub bows to Yusuf, Surah Yusuf at 100. The sun, the moon, the planets have prostrated. 11 planets are prostrated to Yusuf. See, there's so much contradictions. Those who do not honor the symbols of Allah. You see, your Allah says, these are my symbols. And what does he say when Abraham made a house? Ishmael, he said, this is my house, my house. How can Allah be confined to a house? Your Allah, this Allah, one Allah, who who shouldn't be confined to a house, right? But yet, Abraham made a house with Ismail. Allah calls it my house, my bed, Baiti, my bait, my house. What is that? Surah. So why can't these symbols be gods, right? Why can't the attributes of Allah be gods? Without, see, Allah only moves through or does things through his attributes, has mercy through his attribute mercy. Allah. Ar-Rahman is merciful. Peace from Ar-Rahman, not from Allah. Surah Yasin ayat. Yet there are some even praise the name of Allah, Allah, right? And who is Allah, most highest? Where did Surah Najm, what did it see? Or maybe, okay, let me just. This is so, and whoever honors the symbols of Allah, some put rights. Animals are symbols of Allah, Allah says. What rights? Indeed, it is from the piety of hearts, right? So Abraham didn't honor those idols. Those were symbols of gods, God or gods, right? Place of sacrifice. Look, then we have here these animals, sacrificial animals. You should, this is symbol of God. It's animals. There's also a she camel, Allah's she camels. Saleh was given. What have you done? Abraham, what have you done? So I can work it out, but look, Surah Najm ayat. Now who came to the highest or from the highest? This is Allah's attribute. Surah Allah. Glorify the name of Allah, the ism of Allah, not Allah Himself. Glorify the ism, name of Allah, Allah. You see? Now who? Who is this? And where is he? He's at the ism of Allah. Look, while he was in the horizon, the highest. Allah. Right? Someone made an idol of this. What the Prophet, or, he saw, a polytheist saw this, right? Shown to all the polytheists. Here it claims, a Quran claims, while he was in the horizon, ufuki, bil ufuki, or ufuk, right? What's the, sorry, mind your ears, lower the volume, please. It's going to be a little loud when I press on this. 1, 2, 3, I'm going to press on this. Please lower your volume or mute your volumes if you can't. It's going to be loud. بالأفق. بالأفق, right? Allah. الأعلى. This is an attribute of God. In Surah Allah, Allah says himself, not praise Allah. No. So where's this now? This person, this he. Who is he? Was in the horizon the highest. You say it's Jibrail, an angel. But has Allah said it is Jibrail? No. Here, Allah has not said. You have just. Rasul Karim, Surah Taqweer ayat. With or near the owner of the throne, secure, possessor of power. Now where is he? Highest. Was in the horizon the highest. And this Al-Allah, this is an attribute of Allah. He's at that point where Allah says in Surah Allah, these things are not properly. Someone has used polities ayats, pagan Arab polities ayats, mixed them up with some, maybe even the monk who was, or Warqa, cousin of Khadija. See here, Allah says, glorify the name of your Lord, not your Lord himself. Now, the name of your Lord, they could make idols of, symbols, and say, this is Allah. This is Al-Allah. Al-Allah, right? Al-A'la. Sorry, I did it without telling you this time. Sorry, I apologize. Put the volume down. You see, Allah alone, even your Lord's name should be glorified. Not even Allah, but your Lord. Allah as the Lord. This is how Allah puts it. So there may be like Allah being the Lord and Allah's name being Most High. So what is this? How shall I put it for you? Who created and proportioned. With what? So what this? Oh, but you see, it's not explained properly. Created and proportioned makes it rotten rubbish. Now, at least until here, we are the those idols, deities. Why can't they be called gods and goddesses? And the messengers should not be differentiated from Allah. That's how it should be, Surah 4, ayat 150. Meaning they're on the same level as Allah. Right? When this, in Taqweer, Rasul Kareem, who is near to Allah, possessor of power, near to Allah, why can't he be one with Allah, for God's sakes? What is the nearness being of Allah? Being near to Allah and not being one with Allah. Right? What damage will it do to that one Allah? When your soul even is spirit, soul what? Surah Nisa. We created you from one soul. So when the soul is one, and God breathed into Adam his spirit. Now, would his spirit be two or one or what? If the soul is one, nafs, one soul. Spirit is also one, right? Of Allah. Ruh al-Quddus, Holy Spirit. Oh my God. So we breathed into that clay, that form of Adam, Allah made with his two hands. And then he told the angels to bow. Maybe he made himself into form, Allah. right? Why can't he do that? So he's made a form out of himself and breathed into it his spirit. So the angels told the angels to bow to him. Why? Why to Adam and not to himself? He said, I created it with my own hands. Oh, Iblis, what made you not bow to him? Another reason he gives, right? So he's created Adam, yet he wants, here he says, do not bow to the sun and the moon because I created it, and if it is me you worship, Allah you worship, it is Allah you worship. Sajda also has the thing of worship, right? Sajda, you're also worshiping Allah, worshiping something if you prostrate to someone. Oh my God. These are not false gods. And when Allah can give His names, and in Surah Najm He says they've made up names, they've assumed. So how's it come to Prophet Muhammad that Allah is Allah, an attribute of Allah, ism of Allah? He has given Himself names, but the Parsis don't know. They've assumed, they've made up names for Allah. Gods, they're gods. Lat, Manat, Uzza. Can you believe that? This is what Allah has said in Surah Najm against polytheists. Now, who did Angel Gabriel come to? Did you see it? Did any Muslim see it at that time with Prophet Muhammad? Huh? When he was getting the revelation? Did anyone see Jibrail coming to him? Any Muslim? Sahaba? Did his family see? And if his family saw it, it's not written in the Quran, right? No one even saw where he went, or like what he saw. Sorry, with his heart. Fu'ad, what he saw. How can you say that Imam Ali saw it and be Fatima? That's out of the Quran, right? And then Allah is the light, and how the Shias put it, oh, for that. No, it's figurative. It's allegorically. Here it says, exalt the name of your Lord the Most High. Not Allah, your Lord, not even that, but the name of an idol that is Allah. Symbols are there, monuments are there, mashar. Ma'ashar, ma'ashar, what is, the ashar or ashiri? It means symbol, not a place that you've made now, maybe. Monument, Quran ayat on that. Ma'ashari, how to pronounce it in Arabic? Sorry if I. Symbol. Would you break that monument? Or maybe you've broken it. I don't know. Now you call it a symbol. Praise Allah there during Hajj and Umrah, right? Hmm. So if the Spirit of God is in something, God Himself is not in it. Huh? His Spirit is in it. Okay. Abraham made the house. Abraham and Ismail, sorry, both of them. And Allah called it His house. He's not there. Oh, you're worshipping a empty house. Allah is not there, but it's just a symbol. When the polytheists would say that Allah is there, so you're not worshipping an empty house. The spirit of Allah is there, the shadow of Allah is there, whatever they So that's their way, symbolic ways, right? Allegorical ways. And so Abraham, by breaking those idols, what has he done? Behurmat ki, sacrilegious. Those are not false idols or gods, false gods. They are symbolic to the gods, the power, the names that Allah has. The names of Allah will not be spent. Surah Qaf ayat. And these names of Allah have power. And these are names of Allah, right? So the Hindus or the Parsis say gods and goddesses. Female energy is there also, not only male energy. For the Hindus, Durga, Shakti, they call their goddesses. Why? Allah has called that house Kaaba that Abraham and Ishmael made his house. Allah's house. So, where shall I go now? Abraham, you have broken symbols of monument. See, let me go. Monument. Quran ayat again. I have searched it out earlier, but hmm, you build landmarks to amuse yourself. What it says? Mash, Mashar al Haram. Sorry. See. Okay. Let me. What's the ayat on this? I have to go back. Sorry. Oh, the Prophet. Surah 2, ayat 198. Right? Celebrate the praises of Allah at the sacred monument. And let me get it in. See. So take this in Arabic, right? Monument. Copy it and see what it means. Actual meaning. See. Quran word meaning. Doesn't come here anymore. So I'm going to go back again. Surah 2, ayat 198. Monument. Means sign or symbol. And yeah, Quran, tafsir. You see? Not a place. Sign or symbol. It means symbol. Let's go to where Surah Hajj ayat, and it's in Honor the symbols. Oops. They realize, they perceive, will make you perceive. What will make you? What's this? Monument. See, Mashari, monument. It's not a place. Symbols. Oh, here it is. Symbols. Symbols here. The rights here, but symbols also it means. Right? Oh, Abraham. Just because they called these symbols deities, gods. Oh, I was going to Surikov. The names of, if the name, oh God, Surikov. The names of God will not be. The seven, isn't it in Surikov? If the seas, seven seas, seas were inks, yes. If the sea, say, if the sea were ink for the words of my Lord, words of my Lord are spent. No, sorry. How is it? Say, if were the sea ink for the words of my Lord, surely would be exhausted the sea. Before that, were exhausted the words of my Lord, even if we brought the like of it as a supplement. Say, if the sea were ink for the words of my Lord, the sea would be exhausted. Right? Before the words of the Lord be exhausted. And the trees, the trunks of the trees. God is one, okay, but how many names does he have? He has so many names. You have been given only 100 names. Okay, here it doesn't say names, but it says the words of God. Wasn't Isa a word of God? So you say, no, not to make an idol of Isa, right? But Allah says Isa was like Adam, but he didn't even create him from clay with his own hands and breathed into him of his spirit. What did God create Adam of? And then tell the angels to bow to Adam, prostrate. That's worship, actually. That's just not honor or reverence, because Allah uh, defines what prostrate worship is. Also, prostration, or how to say it, prostration is worship, worshiping someone. If you prostrate, yeah. So Allah tells you that a form of worship is prostrating to someone or something, created being. So let's get this right. Let's correct this, right? So that Allah, this Allah, the Allah that confused you into sects, and maybe even about his ayats. So the confusion goes. The words of Allah should be God Himself, right? There should be no difference. Or should there be a difference? Can there not be oneness? All this, like this, all this. You know, the table, Shakti Gwen's book I read in 1987, 88. What was it? Creative visualization. What did she say? All this is energy. The table is energy in its primal form. We are all energy, right? In our primal form, it's all energy. So why can't God merge, or this energy merge with God and be one with God? What's wrong in that? You can make an idol when God calls the house his house that Abraham and Ishmael made. Why can't he say that these idols are me, representing my names, symbols, and they are me, gods, they're the gods, parts of me. They are now parts of me. I have parts now in form, right? So my creation is me. I'm not beyond my creation. I am beyond my creation, yes, and my creation. Why can't it be like this? What is so shirky? What is this? What is wrong in this? What contradiction? Nothing. No contradiction. God is able to do everything, and when He's created something with His hands, power and might, or but He says with His hands, two hands, He's created Adam. So He even molded Adam and created. He fashioned Adam with His two hands. And even there's a ayat which says He built the heaven, built it, constructed it, not created it. So all these actions of God, right, are not they God Himself? The movement in creation, the the quwwat, the energy, the strength, all this is God Himself. Should there be any difference? Only that I'm the creator and I created this. Maybe not even that, but maybe just that I am in my creation, yet I'm the uncreated. And you can never know the uncreated, right? Because you are the created. So you have a problem with that. The problem is solved by Shivites, Hindus. Oh, now, don't go for Brahma to merge with him, but that this Shiva is in you. Shivoham, Shivoham. So pure awareness, not the creator God, but the one who is pure. God is also pure awareness. I am who I am, which he conveyed to Musa also. The Jews believe, Christians also believe. So this Allah, or oh, sorry, this God, just for the Muslims, this you there in you, and He is you, and you are Him in pure awareness, in the witnessing, in the first, the primal, the absolute, the witnesser, beyond everything, who witnesses everything. You can come close to that. You can see it in yourself if you give it some attention. That who is witnessing the thoughts and all this? the primal, primary witnesser, who does not move, who has no movement. So you can see from just, keeping your mind aside, thoughts aside, and just this looking at what is this pure awareness? Is there this awareness? Is there something that sees the thoughts? Maybe thoughts are moving very fast, some of them you miss, but there is the ones that you can see, right? Who is the seer? Who is the seer? So Shivites solves the problem that the creator Brahma, see, Shiva cursed Brahma, and that's rightfully so because you can never find the creator. You can never merge with the creator if the creator hasn't merged with you. But that way you can't find the creator in yourself. How can you find the creator? The all living, the all sustaining, who doesn't sleep. Does this pure awareness sleep? Does this pure consciousness, as they call Shiva, sleep? No. Inside, you can, little glimpse of it you can have. And it's absolute. It has no movement. You see, if it was moving, then would you be able to see? The seer would, you have to be the movement itself, the movement of the thoughts. Can the mind see? If the mind is still, the mind can see, right? If the mind is this. So, in its raw state, what is the mind? To be able to see this, the mind's eyes, with the mind's eyes, to be able to see the thoughts that it processes, its movement, right? In time. So, you have to go back a little bit, take space back. It's not literally, but take a step back and see. This is what these Shivites, these Hindus have found. See how they have gone so deep into this that they have known. Soham also. I am who I am, what Yahweh gave to Moses. Who am I? I am who I am. Soham in the Hindu mantra is I am. So this way, we are one with God. We are not separate. This way we are pure awareness, unborn. So Shivoham, Shivoham. Chidananda Rupa. See where the Hindus went. Behind the thought processing, this action in time, the mind's eye. And do they say this is the mind's eye? This is the supreme art. Or, no, wait a minute, this is the consciousness. They've made the space. They've seen. It's amazing. What your Allah could not give. He made you go round and round and round. But never come to this, that the Hindus have come to long time ago when Shiva came to Bharat. Nothingness also. So what does Allah say to Zachariah? When you were nothing, I created you. Surah Maryam. When he questioned, he said, how can I have, after having prayed to him, that's so ridiculous. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't even. That's why I had to take a step. First, take a step back from this religion. Because of such ayats, am I in my right mind to believe in these ayats? And would I have a prophet or someone who God has told him, you'll get it, and he should know that. And he says, "Oh Lord, am I?" And then he says, "How can I have a son?" I mean, how can that be, right? Think. This is ridiculous. This is absurdity of on the side of these ayats. Like it's really making a mockery of these prophets, like Zechariah. He says, I fear my relatives and, my, before this house. And then, my Lord, infirm indeed are my bones, and the hair of my head doth glisten with gray. But never am I unblessed, and all this, right? And then again he says, when the Lord says, I give you good news of a boy, he says, oh God, why, how will I have a son when I'm in extreme old age and my wife is barren? But you prayed, don't know that when you pray to God, he makes the impossible possible. Uh, So, but we're not on this point right now. And then he says, the angel said, thus it will be. Your Lord says, and God says, be and it is. It is easy for me, for I created you before while you were nothing. So, what is Shiva, Kama? Shiva is also nothing. So, up till here, I studied Hinduism and this understood that Shiva is nothing. Sadhguru, reading about Shiva elsewhere, Isha Foundation. So, you see, when you want to go into nothingness, you don't have to now. So, thanks to Shakti Goen's books and meditation and all this, now I didn't have to commit suicide, attempt suicide, when I feel that life is too much and the guilt and this, oh no, I trespass. So I wish I was nothing. But now the wishing doesn't have to happen. You can just say Shivoham, Shivoham. But I am nothing. I'm nothing and I am something. So knowing and not knowing. This is where the Hindus have reached. Bhagavad, no, sorry, what is that? Hymn in the Upanishads. Or where is it? What's the other name? Vedas. Rig Veda. What is this? Human being is, thinking, contemplating. Was there something? Was there nothing? So there was the existence and the non-existence. Between the non-existence, this we have not. Islam doesn't give that. Start from the very beginning. ABCD nothingness. Islam doesn't give that. I wish my Shias, you told us, but we can only like research our religion. Can't we do comparative religion and even our own way? Like take, no. I want to know inside if there's something inside of me to know inside and not to know and not knowing and knowing what is. So coming from nothingness, then like the contemplation goes, right? And then if I realize that I was nothing, right? So who created me, right? I was nothing. So the word God said it is easy for no, God says, angels said thus it for your Lord says it is easy for me, for I created you. Thus it will be. Thus it will be. Uh, or in Surah Yasin, Allah says, I say and it is. Kun fayakun, right? So I was nothing. And where was Lord? Uncreated or create? He's uncreated, right? But he existed. He existed. So Shiva being nothing and consciousness creates. If you take some Quran as like this, just working out, I'm not sure if I'm right about this, but uh, Good. Nothingness. Being so, how the Hindus got to nothingness, Shiva came to give it to them. Amazing. I wish Shiva had come everywhere, give it to everyone, not only Bharat. Nothingness came as form, human being. Amazing. Right? So if we were created from nothing, not only water, but nothing, how, who did we need to create us from out of nothing? To say be and it is. Did we need a mind? Did we need some imagination? Or did we just need pure consciousness? Did we need someone's desire? Originals, like Father, originating. I don't know how to say this. So I'm just contemplating, and this is, I should be given the right, freedom to do this. I'm being a truth seeker now. I cannot just gulp the Quran. It's Allah is right. I've done my research. I can even claim, claim the right that Allah has given me in Surah 4, Surah 4, ayat 82, right? Contemplate. So I took the easy way, and then about these matters, I left it for the end. So finding contradictions and all this, showing, and some Muslims have made it extremely difficult, and they're very cruel, very wicked. Don't let things flow inside of me, or that freedom, the freedom to contemplate about God's existence. This shut you up, and they warn you as if they have a claim to their Allah. Only they know their Allah. No one has the true Allah with them, right? This is the true Allah. That's so cruel. That's so stuff. Like they're like, who do you think you are? And being like this, Muslims, this Allah making you like this? Terrible. Okay, we come back to that. And so, do you see jhanas? I see. Like I'm like a maybe lame person, but the psychologists, Rouhani people, spiritualists, they say your religious scholars will not be able, don't have that spiritual. Some were telling me in Karachi, no, no, don't, they will only pray for you, but they don't have that spiritual knowledge. Religious people, my religious scholars, Shia religious scholars, have not gained that spiritual knowledge. So those are different. Who are they? Some of our religious scholars have that spiritual knowledge where they can, see and remove black magic and all this and tell you who did this to you. Not all have it. They told me. Not all of your Shia religious scholars. Knowledge, spiritual knowledge, and insight to see. They can generally say, like Allama Hussain Tasadduq said, right? Maulana Hussain Tasadduq, that, oh, this is a Hawaii thing, like desire or something. If Quran ayat or Hawaii, I was like, what is Hawaii? But Hawa comes from desire, so maybe God knows whose desire, what ill will or desire to harm me, right? And that's energy. Swirling and all you're feeling something is swirling, inside and voices and all that. So, anyways, this, and now you see how they are not true to themselves. Neither are these prophets. Like, why would Yunus get so angry at the his people who he has to invite? Allah has told him already, and then he'll move away from them. Huh? Getting angry. Actually, shouldn't he have stayed there like no and said, "Oh Allah, I'm so angry at that." And why did he have to run away? When Allah has told him, Allah has not told him to run away, right? So getting angry at the people and not waiting for the command of Allah, Allah got angry. Allah put his wrath on him. And you are following a prophet who, without waiting for the command of Allah, revelation of Allah, made haram what Allah had made halal. And you say that we should believe in him, he's the true prophet. How dare you say that to us? I mean, I should use your ways now, that fundamental faith. You have your prophet, this false prophet. How dare you tell me, right? So Yunus getting angry, Allah made him angry, right? At the what else? Because he was saying, no, no, wait. Allah should. Allah didn't say, look, don't go until wait like no and pray like no. Just I will put a wrath on. He went out in anger at the people. You say at the disbelief of the people. We didn't. But so, see, there seems to be some. I don't know how to come to this. Uh, Yunus feeling some repressed anger against Allah, right? Oh, Allah, they're not believing, so right now send the wrath on them. Why should Yunus run away out of anger? He shouldn't be doing that. He didn't, he was so angry that he thwarted the command of Allah. He didn't wait for the command of Allah. Hmm, that's strange. A prophet getting so angry at the people that he didn't wait for the command of Allah. And Allah got angry at him. But that's not how they say it. However, don't you think that, how to put it, there's some anger against Allah, or Yunus has some anger against Allah? You not see it. It's repressed. Actually, deep. If you go deeper, you'll see that Yunus has anger against Allah, right? That's why he didn't wait for the command of Allah. He should have waited for the command of Allah, right? What's burning? Oh, wait, I have to just see if there's any water going in my. Oh, so sorry. Okay, God knows if you can see it. I will be coming back to this later on. Anger. Anger for the people. Not that's not what the ayat says, although, but they say out of anger for the disbelief of the people, he runs away, right? And doesn't even wait for the command of Allah. Doesn't do what right? What Nu does in Surah Nu, we're told. Keeps telling them. I don't know. Should have followed Nu, right? Abraham was a follower of Nu. Why did he run away? And also the anger that he had for the people, and he runs away. Could there be repressed anger against Allah also? Hidden. God knows. Now, if you Muslims get angry, oh, are you really following the command of Allah? Huh? Against me. Oh, please be careful. I don't want to warn you. Oh, if the Lord, let's say Kalki Avatar comes and what Devi has told, oh my God, then it'll be the end of you. But no, the politics are very, see, see what's happening now. Things are going, I'm seeing ayats that, like for polytheists, not against polytheists. This Allah going against polytheism is wrong. So one day, you know, you want to get me into trouble or what? Because you're provoking Muslims online, terrorists, hidden terrorists against me. Also, that aren't you? Because you should know the law on blasphemy and all this. So you provoking Muslims against me, and Kalki Avatar comes now. Your Muslim won't be able to touch me. You will be gone. You understand? My aunt told me you used to curse people and all this. And I used to, I never used to curse people. That, oh, someone hurt you? Oof, I've seen that. The politics, they don't warn people like that. Now is the time, maybe. Devi warned someone here and Narayan that if you hurt her, throw things at her, and molest her, we're going to show you. Wherever you're from, your city will be tabah, barbad, finished. Now, you think before your terrorist even can reach me, because you're provoking, right? Blasphemy against me. You're provoking your terrorists, fundamental faith, and also that Faiz Ahmad. Fundamental faith has gone a little too far. Huh? You killers, you terrorists, heartless, stone hearted, cold blooded. I know your agenda. You won't be able to. Because before your whole group comes against me. Balki Avatar has just stopped me. I know what you're doing here. Keyboard, you are terrorists. Slowly, slowly. Oh, right? You think I'm afraid of your terrorism, your blasphemy penalties, and what I got so hurt? Huh? I have already said I don't want to hurt the Muslims. If I could spare you pain, the pain I have been feeling that my religion is false, yet you come here against me. And you could provoke someone to do what they did to Mashal Khan. But now, Narayan, oh, I don't, I'm not into Hinduism, but a little bit because the things are coming. Signs are doing. God has protected me. Even when I wanted to kill myself, He protected me. Gave me uh, stop so many times in Karachi when I was separated from my teacher. Then when He didn't want me to attempt, I couldn't attempt suicide. Even I go close to it, He stops me trying to. I couldn't take 2 Valium pills, 4. Like that, He stops me. God has preserved me. Many times I wanted to commit suicide. You think God is going to? So sometimes no, no. They've killed so many people, massacred, terrorism abroad. In Australia, also, these Muslim terrorists. Of course, I have my doubts because you've killed innocent people, Muslims, just because they were Jews. Innocent people on the beach, just you celebrating their Hanukkah or their, like the Eid. Can you imagine going, right? Someone, oh, the Shias commemorating Imam Hussein, Mazlum, this, that, saved Islam, but so much sacrifice with painstakingly, Sunnis, extremists, Muslims, terrorists in Pakistan against Shias also going into the Imam Barga and Ahmadis. So Shias one time with Sunnis against Ahmadis also because Ahmadis don't believe in Ahmad Mirza is not Imam Mahdi, 12 Shia. So they got with the Sunnis, I read somewhere in Pakistan against the Ahmadis. One Ahmadi dentist or no, what someone was telling me that we Ahmad Shias have done zulm on us. I was like, oh, that's not sure. Maybe I went to a dentist. Yeah, so Ahmadi was saying to me, dentist. So at one time the Shias, 12 Shias, against Ahmadis. They persecuted Shias in Pakistan, persecuted, or they were just silent with the Sunnis, persecuted Ahmadis in Pakistan. I read somewhere, Faith Under Siege. See, there was a time I read somewhere where the Shias and Sunnis, allowing the Sunnis to persecute, they never said anything. Maybe that also, complicit. Shias being complicit. But I was told in Karachi, I think uh, that I said, no, no. He said, yes. He said, your Shias have persecuted us. I think the dentist was Ahmadi telling me, read the, it, like and that hinges lifted. Like the Sakla and Heather Shia here and others, Temur and all. Yeah, so it's not going to come in history like this, you know? I won't get it on Google search, but I read it somewhere online, and I'm going to put that Ahmadi. I don't know, did I read it online or a very clever? Of course, the Shias reject Ahmad Mirza as the Mahdi, as the Messiah also, right? They feel that the Messiah, Jesus Christ is the Messiah. He'll come with Imam Mahdi, who is the son of Hassan Askari, Imam Hassan Askari, and Narjis Bibi Narjis. This religion, see, every sect rejoicing in have been, what they believe in, think, or how they take the Quran as. And you can take the positive Quran as, like Imam, the way how positively Islam is taken by Agha Khan, Ismailis Imams. That also unfair, so unjust to the other Muslims, even, or and being complicit, right? 12 Shias, uh, and like wherever there's zulm, I thought Imam is supposed to stop the zulm, but the Ismaili Imam can't do it against the 12 Shias. So much zulm. Ismaili Imam couldn't do anything. But recently only, where they targeted the Ismailis, 45, and Imam couldn't stop that also, right? Terrible. I was ultra shocked. And Imam says His Highness Aga Khan then, the fourth, he was shocked. When an Ismaili calls an Imam, he must hear him, right? Ya Maula, from a distance. Oh God, so all these things made me question even Ismaili Islam, right? And you're telling me, ah, you have fought with. No, I didn't fight. I was angry, upset with my God, the God who cares. Is there a God who cares? Children having cancer, children, accident here, I question God, where are you? Can I not question God like this? When Yunus, God put him there to tell his people he should be persevering, got angry at his people, went away without waiting for God's command. What is this? You don't question that. You just take and questioning us. Yes, question us. But don't like do it in an honest, friendly, civilized way. Like that Shia came. He came on the on Islam, Shia Islam. tried to defend his religion, right? That we take the Quran with Ahl Bayt. But he was good, very good. It was wonderful talking to him. That way come. But I hope you don't have that. Like, I'm thinking in retrospect, like whether he came, right? But these fundamental faith and this group is with him, or what agenda they have. So he came. I was tired. It was late. Yet nights have become days. It's okay. Uh, and so he told me that we take the Quran with Al Bayt, the Shias, right? So about this ayat, I told him, and then fundamental faith also I had to tell him about this ayat, Surah 4, ayat 82. Does Allah say, take the interpretation of the Quran with Al Bayt here? Surah 4, ayat 82, is it? I've been seeing Surah. Yeah. So, does Allah say, take it with the Al Bayt and see? Then do not they ponder, right? On the Quran, if it had been of or from, of from. Now, which there's a Arabic error here. See, just from, other than Allah, not min, of, from. This is an here. There is an error. This is this fundamental faith and all. Anyways, yeah, you know, let's bring this. This is an error. Min indi, no, indi from, or had been from, not min indi, sorry, other than Allah. So I told him, the Shia guy, right, gentleman, why does Allah not say here, take? Yes, in another ayat he does. Ask those who do not know. Oh, sorry, ask those if you do not know. Ask those who, right? But he even tells Prophet Muhammad, Surah Yunus ayat, if you have doubt, ask those who have been reading the scripture. They are the people of the scripture, Jews and Christians, not Ahl Bayt. So there's an ayat, of course, ask those who know if you do not know. Where is that? So that also. However, here Allah does not say ask the Ahl Bayt. He says ponder over, reflect. Also, say international, reflect, ponder, consider the Quran. Do they not consider the Quran? Yusuf Ali. Just consider the Quran. Had it been from other than Allah, they would surely have found therein much discrepancy. Now the Shia is getting, you know, you see, I wish I could, if my faith was shattered and when it was shaking, you see what Brooke Shield has said. Most of you, maybe Shias, will not be able to, because you're not giving importance to the truth, even when your truth is breaking, shaking, right? You would want to hold on to it. Like there are people, I had to finish my identity, right? Like Allama Rashid Rabi says, "Fana ho raha hu, Ahl al-Bayt ki dehliz pe. Fana ho raha hu." I'm being annihilated. But I want to annihilate myself for just start from nothing. I am nothing. no ego should come in, nothing. First, you have to start like that. Even in your religion, you can be fana, annihilated, for God's sake. Annihilate yourself, your ego. So when the identity is breaking, right, there are people who have identity crisis, they have to go to psychologists. You don't want your identity to be broken. I had to go read Jiddu Krishnamurti, forget myself, tell myself. Of course, we can't forget yourself, and you're not even supposed to try, bring force in, and fight against the nafs. Like Jiddu Krishnamurti says, seeing, it's going gently and seeing the thing for what it is. So that I did, and then I also tried to, in this way, like empty myself, totally empty. Who I am, what I am, which family I belong to. My family name is good. I am a good person. My name is so beautiful. I'm so beautiful. No, forget it. Empty yourself. I have no identity right now when I'm in search of the truth. So that mind, demons attacking me, see, the voices attacking me, I didn't pay attention. Although they come with a force, it was so difficult. It was near to impossible to meditate, right? 24, like until I sleep, but then I have these pains. But that's a different thing. So I was like, they kept me wondering, shock, what? And the force, that energy, they hold you, they keep you on hold and fixated. They control your mind. You can't, you can't use your will in that, right? I had to, no, persevere. Okay. Voices are coming, commotion. Right? Oh, read Nada Ali, read this, read Ayatul Kursi. Voices are coming in commotion, like, there are a group of people, young girls, boys, young men, and women, and who not, right? Voices of the voices are coming. Read Nada Ali, read, and with force, yeah? Like banging on my head, my being, my body. And there's a control. I feel the energy, like a strong energy force here, right? I have to see the truth. Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. And I know about the I am in Moses, the Jewish Bible, and even the Christian Bible, sorry. All this, right? The Old Testament. Oh, and taking Dr. Deepak Chopra and my dream of she becomes aware of me, my principle. So that's could there be pure awareness? Oh, Deepak Chopra has mentioned that in his Seven Spiritual Laws of Success book that I had bought from London. So, let's look at this. Is there a seed? So like, what is this beyond the mind? Is there something? I mean, it's not above. Like, it doesn't have a place. It doesn't have a place at all. I saw that through all this. So you have to empty yourself, not guard anything like, oh, my religion. Oh, she's saying this to my God. That's your ego. So if you have been cut through and through, figuratively, deeply, then it's your ego. If you're allowing the other person and their relationship with their God, then it's not your ego. But when you use your personal, that I'm being hurt because you said something to Allah, and that's my Allah and not your God, right? That's a personal ego thing coming up. It's not even your religion. Yes, your religion says don't blaspheme against Allah, right? But my aunt told me when you take Rasulullah's name or when you feel you're talking to Rasulullah, You don't say tu like that. Oh, in Urdu, that's a very like casual way. Like it's not a respectful way. With Allah, when we're talking, we're not supposed to say up. We're supposed to say tu. In Urdu, it's like you in a very friendly, casual way. So I can see how much of an ego these Muslims have, and it's but like in our religion, even in Islam, Shia Islam, and I think in Sunni Islam too. Oh, Sunni Islam, they're supposed when they say Allah, yeah, even the Shia say this, Allah Ta'ala, the exalted, may He be exalted. But when you're having a talk with Him or you're praying, you don't have to say that. You can say tu, Allah tu ye kyun kar raha hai? Like, why are you doing this? Or you can say tu and tu. Like, how to put it? Really? Very casually, like you're talking to a friend your age. Talk to Allah. That's what my aunt, Shia aunt said. Okay. So you see, the Muslims, like fundamental faith and, you know, they like to make it personal. So when you make it personal that you hurt me by getting angry at that Allah that we believe in, look at our Allah, cut through. That's his ego. That's not his, because of religion, Islam. That's his ego. Because if you didn't have an ego, right, there are people who say things about Jesus Christ, who say he's a babe and, abuse him. F, I've heard, I've gone to Yahoo chat in Karachi. I was like, oh my God. And the Christians are saying, God bless you. God bless you. And okay, may God bring, hidayat do aapko. This guide you to, God bless you. They say, God bless you, right? But this personal, deeply cut, it shows. Even though you come religiously, there are people, I've known Shias, who have used religion, right, to control their wives. And it's very neurotic, psychotic, they become. And actually, they're exploiting religion, uh, right? It's an escape. They're using religion for some escape or something. They're neurotic or psychosis or personal, like, control, control, control freaks. They want to control you. They're control freaks. This is what comes out of this kind of religion also. You see, if you remain like moderate Muslim, moderate, then this kind of a thing, I wouldn't say. I think this is from an ego level, a very big ego level. This fundamental faith coming like that to me. Oh, you got angry at Allah, you have cut me through. And like that, this ex-army officer's son here, Dubai, working in Dubai, told me, oh no, I can't. Deeply hurt me. That I just told him that I found out my religion to be false and Prophet Muhammad. Oh no, it has deeply hurt me. What nonsense! This is really the ego of a person. It's truth. You see, when truth is not hurt, why are you being hurt? Huh? Truth, this, reading Jiddu Krishnamurti, I realized the truth cannot be hurt. Consciousness cannot be hurt, right? It can be covered but not hurt by our thoughts and all this. My God. So this is their ego. And God has fed your ego with religion, right? Don't insult him and annoying those, this, that, right? So, Allah ke, however, in another in another ayat, God says to Prophet Muhammad, if you were hard with them, they would have left you, since you are lenient. If you were, if you were not lenient with them and hard with them, but on the other side of this harshness to the disbelievers, Quran ayat, they would have left you, right? So this religion really, it's not consistent. One day, another surah, ayat. In another surah, God says, be harsh with the disbelievers. So by mercy from Allah, you were lenient with them. By mercy from Allah, you were lenient with them when they were what? And if you had been rude in speech and harsh in heart, they would have disbanded from about you. So pardon them and ask forgiveness for them. And can you do this that you are telling me here? You, right? Fundamental faith. Who are you? When Allah, this. So which ayat have you taken to say that to me? Huh? Here Allah saying, but you're going to use another ayat. And I'm not going to go there. Because you could be a hidden Shia. Then I'll have to give all. So those who annoy Allah, the curse of Allah is on them. Leave us alone. Okay? Who are you to tell us? When Allah is telling Prophet Muhammad, pardon them and ask forgiveness for them here and consult them in the matter, when he didn't even consult them in the matter. The Shias take it differently. The Shias say, no, no. This only when Allah and there were Allah and the Messenger without consulting Zainab bin Josh for the proposal of Zaid, whether she agrees to it or doesn't agree to it. When Allah and the Messenger have decided a thing for the believing women and men have believing men and women have no say in it, and you don't get cut deeply here how your prophet has thwarted the Sharia, Surah 33 at 37. You see how they will bring out and stir. Oh, how clever they are. This is what this fundamental. Australia, you have a very, very clever Muslim who could be a hidden terrorist. Fundamental faith, he calls himself. And he didn't even give his name. What does he have to be afraid of? Maybe you've got hidden terrorists. Shias, check Shias also. Hidden Shia. God knows. But Shias would not go terrorizing the Jews and the non Muslims like these ones do. Extremists. So here Allah says, so by mercy from Allah, you were lenient with them. But now there's no mercy, right? There's no mercy in Surah 9 for the polytheists. And even Bismillah doesn't come. We're not supposed to read that surah with Bismillah, meaning the mercy of Allah and the has been removed for the poor polytheists. Now, that Allah's attributes are gone. You see? So he hasn't been consistent. His Allah and him have not been consistent with this. So by mercy from Allah, till the end, like being like this, even for against the polytheists. So hear this. There's something else. Allah says, those who are with the Prophet fight against the critics. They do not. They fight for Allah's cause. Sorry, and they do not. What is that word? Do not, feel bad about the critics. Criticize. They're criticized. I was telling this to that in this religion, if there's something, oh, what would the people say? Prophet Muhammad was afraid, feared the people. Surah 33 and 37. Although there's an ayat in Surah Muhammad, they do not fear the harsh against the disbelievers. I have to go now. They do not fear. This is what I meant. They do not fear the critic. So, doing matam in Muharram, when I was in, I didn't fear. See, no American questioned me about my chest being, it used to be, it used to go have bruises and all this because of matam. So you don't fear the critic of the critics. This is what I meant. Of course, you can question everything. The Sunnis have questioned us about this and objected. But no one did in Karachi American School. Surah Maida at 54. Wait, so before the tafsir comes the ayat here. O you have believed, whoever you should revert from his religion, Allah will bring forth a people he will love and who will love him, humble towards the believers, powerful against the disbelievers. Harsh, or they strive in the cause of Allah and do not fear the blame of a critic. Whereas Prophet Muhammad did. That is in Surah 33 and 37, the Sunni tafsir on that. But the Shias try to change that to something else. When Moses feared and so the Shia tafsir is off in that. Sorry, uh, I don't have that much patience, but I still did this. I still went through those tafsirs. My God, when you're in court or when you're making your case as a lawyer, and you know this person is a rapist. I don't have that patience anymore. I don't have that strength anymore. So with these rogues here, I have to take care of my health. Sorry, for a few days, you know, the sweetness that is not in this religion against disbelievers, against your enemies. You're supposed to be kind, forgive, you know, be good. And if arguments, I don't want to get friends, discussion. These Muslims like fundamental faith and Faiz Ahmad, they don't know these rogues coming across, such Muslim rogues. It's going to spoil now my further my health already. A lot of pain and all this due to religious crisis and my other personal condition, black magic and whatnot, reincarnation, and being separated in this life from my daughter's past life or something like that. Feeling that I was very attached. I love my daughters a lot and my family a lot. So all this, and then it just spoils my who would. And this, look at what Allah, reading these ayats now and finding terrible. So I want to be a good human being, Maheen, and find that where it instills in me, so that I don't, unnecessarily even raise my voice or slender someone, uh, knowing that this person has wronged me, defame someone, even take their names who have wronged me. Forgive my enemies, pray at night, oh God bless. But once God said, I will. One time he told me, I'm not. Don't ask forgiveness. I'm not going to forgive you anymore. Okay, that's another thing, but that's how I want it to be. And I don't want to come here like, I want to do like something like now. I can't take this rogue and, my Christian prince, maybe, right? He's got an iron will and stamina. He's got some stamina and all. Being male and I'm in this condition alone. My family can't help me with the things that I need to sometimes now do. Will not be spending it with these rogues, these men coming. And they could be hidden terrorists. It just spoils my whole being. It's very plagues me. I can't stop, you know, thinking the OCD because of OCD really hurts deeply. And it goes on. Like I'm saying, stop, don't hurt yourself. But it's out of control, out of my control. No, this is a rogue. This will not learn. This Muslim is a rogue. If not a terrorist hidden, he's a rogue. And you can't get through rogues. And you're spoiling I wanted to train myself, be a good behaved, well behaved, kind, polite. And when we're discussing something, we're doing it in a friendly way. We're not accusing people. And when we come across something like, so do it in a proper way, right? How to do it in a proper way? Like, let's say I see, oh my God, this agenda coming, and they've tried to get me like this. Okay, so have that patience, that, rest in yourself first and foremost. Like Sri Ravi Shankarji says. So find that rest in yourself. Don't get shaken by these hypocrites also who have an agenda here on YouTube. The Muslim and Shias, they're hidden Shias, and I don't want to do this. So I want to in the most beautiful way, harmless, but had to do the dirty work, expose hypocrites and the ones who are doing the narcissists, exposing narcissists, helping us. It's quite taxing. It's terrible. And then to have these, it's really terrible. So, yeah, there will be these terrible rogues coming here. Whatever I do, even if I do something good for someone, you know, they'll always suspect me for having ulterior motives, or they suspected, they blamed Mother Teresa of Calcutta. And but do good anyways, right? So I wish I could do this, but I haven't been. And then answering these rogues who blame the ex-Muslim before even that lady, Sir, no, no, not what was her name? She was blamed for ex-Muslim for being a Jewish spy, Zionist or something. Huh? By these Muslims, right? So we can't have a conversation with these rogues. As I'm in pain, they have no regard for you, right? No regard for people who are unwell or anything. They will not make it easy. And the Shias are the same here, I found. Or they can be polite, they can have patience with you, for must be an agenda, but they will not stop. Like even the good guy, wonderful talking to him, you see, Shia, see, he showed his, like, at least the truth, he's complicit, right? Fundamental faith. When I was saying I was feeling angry at God for, I was angry at God for this Shia, he didn't come to defend me against fundamental faith, right? But somewhere, even these Shias feel uphold, calling yourself upholders and showing that you're very nice here, understanding. No, justice has failed. So being complicit. You see, I saw someone on chat one day teasing a girl, two men, male, Desi chat. I went in and I stopped them, right? What did he say? I will F you and your mother. This Pakistani guy, one of them. Yamdood. I said, yeah, I will F you also, don't worry. Then he sent Yusuf Zaidi, maybe, right? So we have our elites in Pakistan. They can tease women, harass them. No police, no one. But I went there. Even though he warned me, he said, threatened to F my mother and me. Yamdood. Muslim, huh? Sounds Muslim. And Pakistani. Then what they did, I think he sent Yusuf Zaidi. So these motherfuckers in Pakistan, that's why I had to come out like that, right? They can rape you, all this. I found this Hindu thing on Pakistan, corruption, God, unheard. You see, I have this Facebook. What would you say about this fundamental faith? My Facebook group, huh? God help us banish all forms of terrorism. Um, Pakistan, corruption. How many? Let me just, okay, try to, what I'll do is, this is, share this on my group. I do that. World Peace Mission, God, appeal to God in Pakistan, an appeal unheard to humanity, right? God help us banish all forms of terrorism. What would you say about this? An appeal to God in Pakistan, an appeal unheard for humanity, meaning God did not hear me, right? For humanity in Pakistan. What would you say about that? What would this fundamental, right, abuse of Sharia law and how it can be exploited and how it can be used against children, girls, if interpreted in that way. Surah Talaq ayat. They don't care. All they care about is their ego, you see. If they didn't have an ego, they would really look at this, all the sides of Islam, where Islam allows terrorism, where Islam allows killing, and it should be unjust. It should not be allowed. Fundamental rights, protect protection of life, United Nations, human rights, hmm? Freedom of religion. So this, I don't know. I should have dug deep. I can't go to Australia. He doesn't give me his name. He didn't give me his name. All those things. So I don't know. An organization of ex-Muslims or for ex-Muslims, human rights organization to protect the lives and freedom of truth seekers also who are apostates now and against this blasphemy and apostasy, right? You know, I can show you where Aisha has been so, but I don't want to go in that Shia Sunni thing. Let the Shia show. Because I think this group has hidden Shia in them that came fundamental faith, Zed, Ahmad, and the others. I'm really disappointed with this Shia brother on this, right? That he didn't say a word. One time, second time, third time. Oh, so terrible. Complicity. So, you know, so this is what, right? So your Khalil Gibran, no, sorry, not yours, but your religion, ugh, even Shia's prophet. See, when you, Allah, must have, you have a hidden will, right, on evil, on good and evil. And one of the elders, oh, no, okay, good and evil, very good. On justice, on crime and punishment. Ah, here. So the one of so then one of the judges of this. Oftentimes have I heard you speak of one who commits a wrong as though he were not one of you, but a stranger unto you, and an intruder upon your world. But I say that even as the holy and the righteous cannot rise beyond the highest, which is in each one of you, right? Not his, which is in each one of you. So the wicked and the weak cannot fall lower than the lowest, which is in you also. And as a single leaf turns not yellow, but with the silent knowledge of the whole tree. So the wrongdoer cannot do wrong without the hidden will of you all. Like a procession, you walk together towards your God self. Muslims don't have that God self. And look at what rogues they are, how they behave themselves, how they come. Heartless, stone hearted, cold blooded. So for that Shia brother, you see, it seems remaining complicit. Could it be that I don't trust any Punjabi at all now? Could it be or not? It's late. 25 years in, how many years in Pakistan? And this thing, I don't trust a Pakistani. He must have an agenda hidden. Even a Shia Pakistani, I don't trust. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you. Really appreciate. And let's see if we can. Who will help me form a community organization to protect the rights, life, and property and safety, make security for the apostates and those who have their God. They should have the freedom to question their God. They are not hurting anyone, neither do they intend to hurt. If you get hurt by that, someone gets angry at their God, who are you? Let that be between that person. Keep your religion thing personal in that. You are not getting. Why are you getting hurt? I'm getting. I'm getting angry at my God, the God, not this Allah, right? This is a false God. Fundamental faith. I'm upset. I was like, how was I angry? I was like, God, why don't you help? Please, God, what is this? What is this life? Please, God, help the oppressed. You have promised. Where are you? Destroy evil completely. Okay, thank you. Let's see. So, not even listening to it, jumping to conclusions. What a rogue Muslim. What a rogue man he is. And his group, Fez and all. Whoever is with this man. And whoever, the Shia brother that remained quiet. Let's see what he says when he comes. If he comes here again. But it would be too late. तो मुझे तो शिया पे शक नहीं है. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful freedom. Find your God, and if you find your truth and live your truth, how you can live not feeling guilty. So what is your capacity? And then go from there. And get angry. If you're angry, accept that you're angry. Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Oh, I forgot to show you that short of Paramahamsa Vishwananda. You see, I feel some of his very helpful from these Hindus. Such a, the courage to be true to yourself, right? If you're a hypocrite, accept that, see it, so that you can then take actions. Don't, like, if you're not going to see yourself when you're jealous, when you're angry at someone, when you're jealous of someone, see it, accept it. That'll help transform that. If you like to be jealous, that's another thing. But at least see it and accept the wrongs you have. This is the way, this is the first step to making ourselves better, changing ourselves for the better, right? And for the world, to better the world, for the highest good of all human beings. For, I wish that you live your highest good. But for now, at least find your truth, right? What is your truth? And get angry if you have to get angry. And if you feel anger, accept it. Say it. Why hide it and lie to yourself? That you never got angry at God, you never questioned God? Come on. What lie? What lie? Right? You will be thanking God if your wife or your mother or your daughter was raped in front of you. You will not question. You will get angry at the rapist, yeah, but not at God. For not helping out, not protecting your daughter? Huh? You wouldn't question God? Huh? A rabbi has written, a rabbi questioned, why do, why do bad things, meaning, happen to good people? Book by Kushner, I think. Can't remember his first name. Kushner or Kushner. Oh, good God. So he was like giving these, lectures, sermons, and going there and consoling the people, his Jews, until he had a problem with his son, or something. He lost his son, or some disease. Or, I can't remember. So these are rogues, fundamental faith and all this. They're not true to themselves. They're liars. So I don't want to. I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to spend my life with these rogues. And we should form a community protection for us. Let's see if I can do that. I'm looking for that. Let's see. Not that any Shia or Sunni can help. Even moderate Sunnis and Shias won't be able to. So let's see. Alone. Okay, I better go again. Last time.
We'll be back. Until then, thank you so much.